in Colorado tonight. Hey, Chris.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun out here tonight. The Colorado Avalanche come in. It's hard to believe it was only a few months ago, and they were playing for the Stanley Cup final on this very ice behind me here. So an exciting night tonight. Lots of people we packed in here. This is the second home preseason game for the Golden Knights, and we're joined by the president of the Vegas Golden Knights. Here's Carrie Bubolz. And Carrie, appreciate you joining us. Tonight's going to be packed. It's going to be fun again. You got a special giveaway. Talk about tonight's game.
Well, first of all, I want to thank our fans. You know, we've had one preseason game so far, and around the NHL, you know, the crowds are about half capacity. We were 101% in our first game. We're expecting another large crowd tonight, and every fan that comes out tonight will get the opportunity to get a hockey puck with William Karlsson's picture on it, celebrating his great season last year with the Lady Byng Trophy. But we've got 50 special pucks that William has signed himself that'll be randomly distributed. So every fan will get one of the pucks, but 50 lucky fans will get one with William's signature on it.
Let's get a shot. Come back here, out here live, because I want to get a shot of this puck right here. This is one of the lucky ones signed by William Karlsson, and you know, he's the guy on the team. I mean, you get one of these lucky 50 pucks, you're feeling pretty happy.
That's a pretty special opportunity, yeah. He had an incredible year last year. Obviously, he's excited about the upcoming season. We've got 3 more home games. We play tonight, we play Friday night, we play Sunday, and then we get after it for real against Philadelphia on October 4th.
Let me ask you about that October 4th date, because that's going to be a big one. The banner's unveiled. It'll be a special night in here.
Well, you know, every home opener's, you know, meant to be a special evening, but obviously for us it's a special opportunity because last season was such a special season. We're going to raise a banner for the Pacific Division, the Western Conference Championship, and then we're going to put all that behind us and get focused on Season 2.
What can we expect, I guess, from the Knights standpoint? You got the banners all back up here. There were just 2 about 4 months ago, but you got them all back. Anything new fans can anticipate here?
You know, much like last year, we're going to introduce new things throughout the season. Well, I'll let one out here that we're pretty excited about. So last year during the playoffs, you may have noticed that the Vegas Showgirls were making an appearance in and around the visiting team during the warm-ups down in their area of the arena. We've created our own Vegas Showgirl concept, but in the Vegas Golden Knights theme, and they'll be making a presence during every warm-up throughout the regular season as well. So something that we had a lot of fun with during the playoffs, we're going to bring that out during the regular season, and they'll be making their appearance beginning on opening night.
All right, sounds like a lot of fun. Opening night, don't forget, the regular season opens Thursday the 4th against the Philadelphia Flyers right here. Should be a great time. Should be fun tonight. This place will be packed. Another preseason game. Then, as Carrie mentioned, on Friday, you got the Kings, and then on Sunday, the Sharks visit to wrap up the preseason. You can hear the music. They're getting excited for tonight's preseason game. We'll have more coming up at 6 o'clock. Reporting live from T-Mobile, Chris Matthews, 8 Sports Now.
All right, thanks a lot. Boy, that's quite a sound back there.
It gets loud inside that arena, that is for sure.
That was a good tease, too. We're curious about
those new showgirls.
We'll see. Well, this is a fun sentence to say. Marc-Andre Fleury and Sir Winston Dadoodle are having a party tomorrow.
Bark and Winston's Pucks and Paws party is going to be held tomorrow night over at downtown Summerlin. And you know what? You can bring your own dogs to that event. It is going to start with a sniff and greet. That's going to happen at 6 o'clock tonight. It's a very important part of the evening. Then there's going to be a pooch parade kicking off at 6:15. You'll be walking over to the Lazy Dog Restaurant and Bar. There's going to be food stations. Hey, and you know what? For adults, they're going to have a beer tasting as well. All kicks off tomorrow night.
So the adults will have a pint of beer and the dogs a sniff and greet.
Yes, sounds that way.
Good plan.
All right. Still ahead here tonight at 5. The Valley is finding new ways to honor 1 October victims before the 1-year anniversary. We are going to show you a new exhibit dedicated to victims inside the Clark County Museum.
Celine Dion is ending her residency at Caesars Palace when you can catch the star's final performances. We'll have that coming up.
Looking outside right now, a slight breeze out there, but we'll obviously bring those hundreds out of the region soon enough. We'll talk about all coming up in your most accurate forecast.
victory lawyer Anthony Paglia. You're watching the Valley's news leader with Brian Loftus, Denise Valdez, and Ted Florendo. This is 8 News Now at 5.
An emotional new exhibit is opening for a limited time at the Clark County Museum. Thousands of artifacts left by people in the aftermath of 1 October are on display starting later on this week.
8 News Now anchor Christiane Klein got an early preview, and she joins us now with the story.
Well, the exhibit is titled How We Mourned. It pays tribute to the victims of 1 October and the thousands of people from all around the world who shared their grief by leaving behind tributes at the Welcome to Las Vegas sign and other sites around the valley.
All of these meant something to someone.
Memorializing a collective grief after 1 October. Volunteers for the Clark County Museum have spent months cataloging every single item that was removed from memorial sites around the valley. How We Mourned is as much of a tribute to the victims as those who shared their grief. From personalized candles and flags from around the world, some signed or containing messages that reference the victims. There are cowboy hats, boots, and other items of clothing, stuffed animals, and hundreds of hand-painted stones, rosaries, and familiar signed Vegas Strong banners. The museum's administrator, Mark Hall Patton, says this is a heavy exhibit. It may be difficult for some people, but it is a part of our history.
We've accessioned over 15,000 artifacts in this collection. Not all of them, of course, are on display in this exhibit. We couldn't fit them all in here. But we're not done with the collection at this point. So this is a huge collection.
While the collection can be emotional, there are also messages of hope. Above it all, signed stars of hope that now hang from the ceiling.
And the exhibit is on display starting this Friday. It runs through February 24th of 2019. So you have about 6 months to see it as is. After that, the pieces will go into the permanent collection of more than 1 million artifacts that are important to Clark County. Brian?